Welcome, professional wrestling fans, to NWA Mountain State Wrestling Unleashed.
All roads have led to Baileysville, and tonight is the night.
You're going to find out if you step in the ring with the Army of Darkness that love hurts.
I got my mud hole stomping boots on tonight, boys. Guess what's going to happen?
Bob Brown, Buddy Love, Army of Darkness. Well, you can't get no darker than the Lost Boy Nero and the War Machine.
You better fear the Reaper, because if you don't, it'll be the biggest mistake you ever made.
Matt the Reaper Connor. Tonight, I'm taking you to school. Get ready. It's gonna be a long bus ride.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad there's no control in me. My thoughts get so...
When my hand is raised after our tag team match and we still have these, that's all the bragging I need.
This belt means I'm the best. The uncrowned NWA World Heavyweight Champion, the best going today. And Lance, bring what you got because you ain't got enough. Let me tell you something, DW. It doesn't matter what the hell you've got. If it's a chain match, if it's a cage match, if it's a rope match, the only thing that matters to me tonight is to walk out of this building not only with this NWA Mountain State title, but also your dog pound title.
I don't know if you know this. I don't know if you noticed, but this is a great opportunity for me. And I, for one, am going to do everything, and I mean everything that I can to take that National Wrestling Alliance North American Championship home with me.
Because I am the best wrestler in North America, and I have the championship to prove it. And Jason Kincaid, you may be a talented athlete, but you don't have what it takes to take this title off of my waist.
The voice of tradition, Jonathan Stiles, backstage here in Baileysville, West Virginia, a little perplexed right now as I stand next to Dangerous Dave Scott at the NWA Mountain State.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. My name is Rich Quick, and let's say I'm the special advisor from now on to the syndicate. And I came all the way down here to beautiful Baileysville, Virginia, to tell you people a little story, okay? I'm sitting in my office. I get a phone call. My secretary says, Mr. Quick, it's the syndicate on line 1. And I say, what's a syndicate? She goes, no, Mr. Quick, the syndicate. All right, so I take the call. On the other end is Lance Erickson and Dave Scott. And they tell me a story. They tell me that their group is being mistreated here in NWA Mountain State Wrestling. They tell me that their group is being disrespected in NWA Mountain State Wrestling. So I tell them, send me your tapes. I'll take a look. I'll see what I can do. Well, I took a look, and it wasn't good. It was freaking great. Okay? And what I saw was a gold mine. What I saw was the future of professional wrestling. Okay? So I am here to make damn sure all you people out there recognize the talent that you see before you. And that being said, I don't think anybody in this locker room has the balls to acknowledge the talent. So that's why I am offering an open challenge to anybody who wants to take a piece of this television championship. And I say it so happily because I know that nobody's gonna do it. And this just one last thing. One thing I want you all to remember, okay, is that no matter how you try, I'm not going anywhere, baby. And forever, you will never get rich quick.
NWA Mountain State Unleashed. This is the biggest internet pay-per-view in West Virginia history, and it is brought to you by Cucumber and Company and the flagship of the National Wrestling Alliance, NWA Mountain State, represented today not only by television champion and syndicate member Dangerous Dave Scott, but also Yonkers born and bred manager Rich Quick.
And Rich Quick, if he wanted to come out and he wanted to match the best Dean Bibb, he has certainly done that here in NWA Mountain State Wrestling. And there are very few men today who can hold a candle to our TV champion.
My name is Rich Quick, and I am here to tell you all a little story, okay? See, I came all the way down here to beautiful Baileysville, Virginia, to explain to you a little something about professionalism. I'm going to tell you a story. I got a phone call. I was sitting in my office, I got a phone call, and secretary said, Mr. Coach, you have the syndicate on line 1. And I said, what's a syndicate? And she said, no, Mr. Quick, not a syndicate, the syndicate. So I answered the phone, and on the other line is Lance Erickson and Dave Scott. And they tell me about how I do what I want. I will, boy.
Being mistreated.
I'm begging you to do something. Let's keep hell on up. Tell you right now, you swing up, kill you. Sit your ass down. What I saw was the future of professional wrestling. And I immediately called them back and I said, I'm sorry. Which is something I don't say very often. Something you people will never hear me say, that's for sure. Well, other than the fact that I'm sorry I ever came to Baileysville, Virginia. That's for sure. So, I called him back and I said, I'm going to put you on the first flight up to New York. We're going to talk about this. So right now, these guys are going to make me rich. They're going to get rich. And you people, you can never get rich quick. So, that being said, I am offering a challenge to anybody in the back, in the building. See, he don't say much, but when he does, it means a lot, you know? I'm offering a challenge to anybody in the building that wants a piece of the television title.
An open challenge tonight?
Nobody. You know why? Because on your best day, you couldn't beat Dave Scott on his worst day, which nobody's ever seen his worst day, because he doesn't do that. So come on, anybody in the building? Any takers? No.
An open challenge here on this paper. I mean, I know Dave Scott and the syndicate are audacious, but my goodness.
It's not being audacious, Dean. It's looking for an opportunity to make a statement. Nobody stepped up to the bar before this show today.
Dave Scott, final is that all you want?
Oh, come on. Come on, Rich Quick. I know you're new to NWA Mountain State, but we're not a bunch of rubes.
Well, Dean, you can't blame them. They're in a situation where they want a match, but nobody wants to step up. Who wants to step up against a guy like Dave Scott? That's not a challenge to be taken lightly.
Anybody? Well, I guess the winner.
Dean Bibb, I believe we have a taker.
It looks like Chris Malenko's coming out. It looks like Dave Scott's going to have a challenger here in Mr. Chris Malenko tonight.
Chris Malenko, new to the scene here in the NWA Mountain State Wrestling, not even booked for the show. I didn't see him come in here tonight.
I didn't either.
But he heard open contract, and Lord love his heart, he's answered the challenge. Best of luck to him, though. He's got a tall task ahead of him.
And it looks like he's fired up. Chris Malenko being drawn like a moth to the flame here to Mountain State, and he's looking to make a name for himself in a hurry. And of course, your television champion, a firmly planted member of the newly formed syndicate with Rich Quick. Ryan Anderson, also now a professional wrestler. Very proud of him as well.
Chris Malenko has the support of the fans, Dean Bibb, but he's going up against the man, Dangerous Dave Scott, and there is a very true to form word when describing Dave Scott. Dangerous.
Dangerous, that's his moniker. That's his nickname. And he's calling for the bell. Ryan has started this match. Whoa! And that matchup's getting started very brutally by the Syndicate. I don't think he appreciated being called out, but look at Malenko. Look at Malenko.
Well, Malenko feeding off of the energy of the moment, feeding off of the fans, getting right back up to his feet. But Dave Scott shoots right behind him, picks him up, rides him right around, front face lock, and he's got him cinched in now. And there is a submission specialist who knows how to use that mat wrestling ability to its fullest.
You better believe that, Stephen Hensley. Truer words were not spoken. And Rich Quick now looks very, very confident in his man's ability. But look at Malenko working the left wrist and bringing it around to an arm wringer. Whoa, 2 times around.
Malenko wasting no time getting out of that situation. But Dave Scott, look at his face. He's not worried. He's very calm about this. And look where his eyes are, looking down at the feet. Chris Malenko, though, I think he may have saw that. He went behind him, but Dave Scott still looking for a position, and he found one.
Yes, very nice break here by your television champion. And guys, this is just the beginning of this pay-per-view. Main event action. We're going to settle some heat between the other Syndicate member that's been around, the Canadian Lion, Lance Erickson. He's going after Damian Wayne, Mr. Mid-Atlantic, and his NWA Dog Pound title. This was supposed to be a cage match, but the state wouldn't allow it, even though the NWA sanctioned it. So they're working out other means even as we speak to settle this out.
Well, it doesn't matter where you put those 2 men, a steel cage couldn't contain them. So you may as well let them fight out in the open. I don't know what stipulation they're going to add to that.
Chris Malenko now very sure-footed with the hip toss and then a beautiful arm drag on the television champion.
You know, Chris Malenko's offense there kind of cut me out in the middle of everything there. I didn't expect that, but Chris Malenko, he came here today to make a statement. I've said that about 3 or 4 times, but that's what this business is about, making a statement, and he is on top of things for the moment. He hasn't been deterred by the offense of Dave Scott, and Dave Scott, there's an offensive fluster if ever you're going to see one, living and breathing inside of that man. He's dangerous.
And Rich Quick a little bit concerned now, driving all the way down here from Yonkers, New York to Baileysville to be a part of NWA Mountain State Unleashed, trying to get the crowd involved. That's not going to work very well. I want to point out to you,
the crowd's too stupid to follow a true leader.
You know, somebody's going to be watching this on pay-per-view on Monday, Steven, and, you know, you are kind of conspicuous looking. Speaking of pay-per-view, Cucumber and Company, as always, bringing the power to NWA Mountain State with this pay-per-view.
Does conspicuous mean handsome?
Oh, of course it does. Handsome fireman's carry, side headlock takeover now. Also, I want to point out that up here, broadcast position is made a whole lot easier by headphones amplification by Applied Research and Technology and Behringer. Thank you very much, company. I bet you didn't even know you were doing it. 2 count, he's getting the shoulder up.
And Dave Scott really cinching in on Chris Malenko. Malenko trying to find position out. You see his foot hitting that mat there, trying to get the fans behind him. He's looking for every ounce of inspiration he can in this situation. A lot of young men, they'll drop down their guard, they'll get frustrated, but Chris Malenko, to his credit, every time he gets knocked, well, he got knocked down one more time. I was going to say every time he gets knocked down, he gets back up again. But if he takes too many more blows like that from Dave Scott, I don't think he's going to be moving around too much at all, Dean.
Dave Scott, a big man, and there you see one-handed strike. That was an open fist. That wasn't closed fist. One-handed strike to the forehead, and down goes Chris Malenko.
And how often do you see a man floored by something as simple as a punch in wrestling?
Not very often. Oh, big gut-splitting kick here. Oh, he ducks the clothesline. What's he got? Hey, torture rack position. Scott's got the ropes.
I can't believe he got him up on his shoulders, but look at Dave Scott, not surprised at all, grabs a hold of the ropes. Malenko wasting a lot of time here. That's going to cost. Oh!
And Dave Scott did not waste any time planting that DDT. Wow.
I don't know whether to call a chiropractor or an ambulance for that kid, but this is going to be it. Are you kidding me?
Wow!
Unbelievable.
Call great moments in sports history, because he just kicked out of a textbook DDT. Here's another cover. He didn't hook the leg.
He may have kicked out of it, Dean, but you might want to ask him after the match whether or not that was a great moment for him, because Dave Scott's still on top of him, and that neck cannot feel good right now, and that is just a bullseye on a target for a man like Dave Scott.
Absolutely. Speaking of bullseyes, we've got a bullseye on the North American Heavyweight Championship held by the Temptation Sean Tempers, and who's coming after it tonight here at Unleashed? None other than Smoky Mountain Wrestling Heavyweight Champion Jason the Gift Kincaid.
Jason Kincaid, definitely one of the most skilled, if not the most skilled competitor on the independent wrestling scene and the National Wrestling Alliance. I would consider him one of the crown jewels. Chris Malenko, aspiring to be one of those men one day who is one of those crown jewels, and he's got a lot of work cut out for him to get there. If he wants to be one of the best like Jason Kincaid, if he wants to be one of the best like Dave Scott, it's not looking too good for him at the moment, though.
Wow, that was beautiful. That's what you call taking a missed opportunity and turning it into your own personal opportunity. Dave Scott capitalized on a mistake. Hey, here's your cover. Again, no hook of the leg by the television champion.
I can't believe that Chris Malenko has kicked out of so many near pinfall attempts by Dave Scott. It's a credit to his heart that he's able to keep going after absorbing so much punishment. And he's still firing away.
Absolutely. Dave Scott cutting him off, though, much to the delight of Rich Quick. He's going to shoot him across. Irish whip to the corner. Spins in. Whoa, he ducks under. Holy cow!
Sunset flip out of nowhere. 2 count only.
Scott's up first. He hooks him.
He's got him up.
Beautiful vertical suplex. How long can you hold him?
And timber goes the tree in the forest. Chris Malenko feeling the full effects of that one.
That was your game changer. Again, no hook of the leg. A little bit confident. I know the Syndicate's on the rise. They've got the Reaper Matt Connard with them now.
Well, you're absolutely right about that. They're on the rise. They're all about titles. They're all about making a name for themselves.
Inside cradle, small package.
I can't believe my... Good Lord Almighty, if that referee's hand would have slapped a third time.
Schoolboy! I don't think Malenko has the strength to carry through with the coverage, though.
I don't think that Chris Malenko has the wherewithal after that boot to the head to do too much of anything.
Well, I'd say not. Breaking news here from the NWA. National champion Chance Prophet last week dropping the national championship to Tokyo Monster Kahigas in a bloody four corners weapon Russian chain match. Chance Prophet, whoa, beautiful leg drop. Chance Prophet again. No hook of the leg. Chance Prophet told me backstage he feels freed up to take out all the stops to go after anyone that he wants.
Dean, I do not know if Chris Malenko is the most tenacious young man I've ever seen or the stupidest, but Dave Scott has given him everything he has, and he still can't put him away.
But let's talk about it. We've called it. How many of these pinfalls have been just simple lateral presses?
Look at that. He bounded back up every time he was knocked backwards there. He literally had to try to get himself back up to get hit. Where is the logic in that?
Well,
kids these days.
A slinky will rebound even as it falls down the steps.
He's not a freaking slinky. He's a human being. He has a brain. He should use it and just give up already.
But
you would.
I'm not even gonna. No, I
you
ain't
wouldn't
even
give up? Why didn't you answer the open challenge? I would have loved to have seen that. I bet the fans would have cheered for you on your way to your decimation.
Devastating headbutt here by the champion, which is one of the reasons I wouldn't have went in the ring after him. He's got a bad headbutt.
That was a good call on your part. You should have shared that wisdom with Chris.
Whoa!
Chris Malenko fighting back with everything he has. He's going to send Dave Scott off the ropes.
Oh, big clothesline! Did you see how he connected across the collarbone? But he's staggering as well. Both men staggered.
Dave Scott, he got rocked against the ropes there. Chris Malenko wasted no time falling right up after that. Vicious forearm shot there against the side of Dave Scott's head. Follows it up with a back elbow, and he's climbing up top. And you hear the fans.
Baileysville is alive tonight. Uh-oh, Dave's got him.
And Dave planted him. Great sit-down powerbomb there.
Holy cow.
Really?
And guys.
Really, Chris Malenko.
This is the first match, and it was not booked. It was an open challenge here at Unleashed.
Do you know anything about this Chris Malenko guy? Where did this guy come from?
Only by name. But that's the business of the locker room these days. So many people are coming from nowhere.
Who the heck comes in here on just being known by his name alone with no credentials around him, steps into the ring with a guy like Dave Scott and gives him everything he has? He has him up. He has him up. DD planted him.
But can he cover? It was almost a Samoan driver, almost, but he didn't sit out.
Well, you gotta cover the man to make good use of that situation.
There's the cover. 1, 2, 3. You see it.
You can count all day, but with a man watching your back like Rich Quick, the referee isn't gonna slap his hand to the mat anytime soon.
Dave Scott shaking off some cobwebs while Rich Quick is obviously doing what he is getting paid to do with the syndicate.
And do you see what's happening here, Dean? This is a case of the young and the dumb. Malenko took his eyes off his opponent.
Spinning spine buster by your television champ, and here's a cover and a leg, and that's it.
Chalk another one up for the syndicate. And Rich Quick is all smiles, Dean Bibb, and rightfully so.
And the syndicate starting off Unleashed with a successful television championship defense by Dangerous Dave Scott. Rich Quick is very happy.
And if you believe in underdog stories, if you believe in Cinderella stories, you may have thought you were almost going to see one today. A guy comes in here with next to no credentials behind him that we have to speak of. Right in here, a relative unknown, and he almost unseated our television champion.
I am now backstage with Buddy Love and Bob Brown as they prepare for their tag team match tonight against the War Machine and the Lost Boy Nero.
You know, Jonathan Styles, like we've said, a couple months ago, Bob Brown and I were on our way to the top. We were chasing the Cult of Charisma. We almost had them. They got in the way of our chance. And then all of a sudden we're forgotten about. Tonight, we will be unleashed. It's kind of cliche to use the name of the pay-per-view to tell what you're going to do. But we will be unleashed. We'll be unleashed on the War Machine and Nero and continue our climb to the top. And you're going to find out if you step in the ring with the Army of Darkness that love hurts. Tell them, Bob.
Us. Once again, Little Nero. You bring Paw, and you get to the ring. Because guess what? Check these boots out. Get that camera down here and check these boots out. I got my mud hole stomping boots on tonight, boys. Guess what's going to happen?
Backstage here in Baileysville, West Virginia, as we get ready for a great tag team match. Lost Boy Nero teaming up with the War Machine as they take on Pitbull Bob Brown and Big Buddy Love. Who wants to start, gentlemen?
Me, Army of Darkness. I'm the Prince of Ultra Violence. the destroyer of all. I'll burn my own city and make a palace upon it. You may be above my weight class, but I'm out of your league. So is the War Machine.
Bob Brown, Buddy Love, Army of Darkness. Well, you can't get no darker than the Lost Boy Nero and the War Machine. We're coming. We're coming tonight to destroy you and make a big, big name right here in Baileysville.
Buddy Love and Pitbull Bob Brown coming to the ring. And ladies and gentlemen, this is more reason why you need to come to the house shows and not just sit in front of the TV, although we thank you for doing so. Because Ansted VFW Hall, March 25th, 6-man tag team match between Army of Darkness members, those two men, and Boris Dragoff. And they were facing Suji Singe, Ryan Anderson, and Shane Storm. And guess who came out victorious? It was not the Army of Darkness. So Boris Dragoff held a very quick divorce court session in the middle of the ring and said, I'm done with you guys. So where does this put these men?
Well, today puts them in a tag team match, hoping to regain the momentum that they may have perceivably, according to the fans, have lost. And really? Did Buddy Love just shake that kid's hand?
I've seen that 2 or 3 times.
Huh. Well, wonders never cease.
Interesting. Pitbull Bob Brown, his characteristic animalistic self, as usual. And he says he's watching you. That's a switch.
Wait, what are you watching me?
Watching you.
Watching me.
Well, I feel like the heat's off. I like this.
Why is he watching me?
I don't know. Why is he shaking kids' hands?
What's going on, Dean?
I don't know, but I'm starting to like it.
Why does Bob look mad at me? He's my dog.
Quite literally.
I don't like this. People not liking me. I feel like Jonathan Styles.
Very funny, very funny. What an interesting tag team matchup this is going to be, because these two men are facing a veteran and a relative newcomer who is absolutely backcrap insane in Nero and the War Machine. This is going to be a great matchup here at NWA Mountain State Unleashed. Boy, I tell you, you couldn't get much more of an odd couple right there.
Who are you talking about here? We got odd couples all over the place. You're going to call Bob Brown and Buddy Love normal? War Machine and Nero making their way out here. And you know, you look at a team like this and I think 2 things, Dean. I don't like them, but they are a fantastic mixture of what's great about veteran wrestlers and young wrestlers. You got youth and speed on one side, you got veteran knowledge and instinct on the other side, and a completely different set of styles there. Nero, he's going to fly around, and that's not necessarily the War Machine's style by a long stretch.
No, definitely ground and pound and choke slam when it's over with is War Machine. Nero, as you said, acrobatic, suicidal, jump out a 2nd-story window and go running across a rooftop. Very, very hard to pin him down. I keep talking with wonder about the pictures that I saw of a match between him and Billy Litt that took place in Mount Hope. And most of the pictures have one or the other of them upside down and blurry. Bailey's, go ahead, sir.
No, you go ahead.
I was just saying, Baileysville, West Virginia has not been graced by NWA Mountain State in quite a long time, and we are so proud of the turnout here tonight. Thank you for making NWA Mountain State the alpha male, the flagship of the National Wrestling Alliance. But he's still wanting some respect, though. And Bob's looking rather svelte these days. Well, I think the crowd have definitely separated all party lines. Referee Elvis McCormick is calling for the bell. And this one is underway early. Oh, 3BL, the East Coast largest athlete going up against possibly the East Coast smallest professional wrestler.
Well, this is good. This is my boys back to basics here. They're not high-fiving fans. They're not shooting dirty licks in my directions, which I've come to believe were meant for you, Dean Bibb.
No way. He pointed at you. Oh, it's shooting him across into War Machine. This is not going to end well.
Oh, no, not good for them. Oh! Nero at the last second with an assist by War Machine gets his feet up. Buddy Love Rock. Bob Brown lock. There's Nero. Cross
line body press. And a 2 count off of that. And 3BL and Pitbull Bob Brown are reeling and rocking on the outside. Wow. That's taking a negative and turning it into a positive once again.
And War Machine and Nero, they are feeling the energy of the moment right now here at NWA Mountain State Wrestling. Our pay-per-view unleashed.
Whoa, Bob's got the chain. Not the chain, not the chain.
The referee would be very wise to be cautious around Bob when he has that chain up. I don't think Bob quite understands all the rules all the time.
That's very, very astute of you to notice that. Nero now mounting his corner, 3BL firmly planted in his, and the crowd definitely in favor of War Machine and Nero. I get the feeling though, Elvis McCormick is going to have his hands tied in this one.
Can you believe the support the crowd is giving War Machine?
This is great. Well, the man is a legend.
Unbelievable.
Multiple-time NWA Mountain State Heavyweight Champion. Going back further, championships in APW.
Well, War Machine's a guy that can get things done. The fans certainly appreciate his contributions over the years.
I don't think Buddy Love and Pitbull Bob Brown are very keen on it right now.
Well, they're very keen on knowing what he's capable of. That's why they're playing things slow. That's why they're playing things cautious.
True.
And Bob, for all his inability to understand the rules, right now I believe what he's doing most is biding some time. After that offense that Nero and War Machine got in there off the offset that I quite frankly didn't see coming. I don't think you did either after that sneak attack.
Not at all.
After that, though, their game plan is going out the window, and they don't want to get caught in an offensive flurry again because just that quick it can be over.
I would like to thank the West Virginia State Police for being here this evening, gracing us with their presence. Also, NWA Mountain State Security on hand, our new security barricade in place because in Marmet, West Virginia, Nero was assaulted by a crazed rabid fan, and I'm saying it, a crazed rabid fan. What scared me is not the fact that he was assaulted, it was how much bigger she was than him. That is straight shoot, bro. He was attacked by a big, woolly Kanawha County woman.
Well, I guess that's the price you pay when some people consider you a pretty boy.
She did tell me to tell Scott Gregg that she is single.
She looked like a man. Side headlock cinched in by War Machine on the pit bull. Bob Brown, only a couple feet away from the ropes. He can either push War Machine off or maybe stick his foot back there and break this one up.
Looks like he's going to take the ladder. Oh, foot in the ropes. Both feet in the ropes. And here's the break. Call for the break. 4 count.
Oh! Not the right move, Bob. Not the right move at all.
Call the dentist. I think he might have knocked the canine loose.
Very funny, LOL.
Thank you. I'll be here all night.
I was being sarcastic. It's being sarcastic.
War Machine getting the fans back into it as Bob Brown makes sure all of his marbles are still in place, the 2 that are left. But, hey, we may be talking about Bob Brown and his inability to concentrate and follow rules, but one thing that he has an ability to do is inflict carnal damage. Oh, right there, right there. damage. Look at that, he's biting, you can see it.
I think he used his canine. How do you like that one, Dean?
Well put, well put.
Thank you.
War Machine breaking it loose and reversing around to a hammerlock here in mid-ring. Actually, they've got the ring cut off. He's facing into Nero, who's taunting him with a kneecap and some shiny teeth. I'm telling you what, this is great tag team action, but it's not our only tag team action, as I mentioned earlier. The NWA Mountain State Wrestling Tag Team Championship will be defended by the Cult of Charisma against Drew Delight and Corey Hollis. Ring of Honor. Does that ring a bell? And here's Nero. Kicking into the rib cage. Both men, they're going to shoot him off, take advantage of the 5 count, drop down. And some beautiful super kick going on here.
And Nero taking the boots right to Bob Brown, not letting up for a second there. And he backs off a clean break there. Maybe not the smartest move, but we are talking about Nero. How smart can he be if he wears face paint like that?
You know, we're really picking up on the face paint here. As I mentioned, Chance Prophet is here. Billy Litt, of course. Hey, drop toe hold now on Pitbull Bob Brown. 3BL yet to see action after the first opening salvo of this match.
So much action so early on in this one, Dean Bibb. Everyone came here today to make an impact here in NWA Mountain State Wrestling at the Unleashed pay-per-view. We have a former national heavyweight champion. We have a current dog pound champion. We have a current Smoky Mountain Wrestling heavyweight champion. A
North
former
American
Southern
heavyweight
champion. Good Lord Almighty. So many credentials out here, and everybody looking to etch their name on the winner's side of things.
In May, heavyweight champion Scrap Iron Adam Pearce is booked once again in NWA Mountain State. We're very excited about that. Also, we have heard now from North American Tag Team Champions. Oh, as Pitbull Bob Brown takes War Machine out. We've now heard.
And what's War Machine doing here, Dean? He's much too smart for this. So many years in the business, he knows better than to let his head get messed up.
But that's what happens when you take a young up-and-comer under your wing. It's almost like you become family to him. Oh, and now 3BL.
Well, that is a stupid way to look at it. He's an investment right now. He needs to earn his stripes. Let him get the tar beat out of him. Don't get in there and show him the wrong thing to do.
Well, that's definitely what's going on, and 3BL is going to sell some Love Hurts.
Whoa!
Oh, but he missed. And somebody needs to sell some Preparation H.
I think that may have hurt Love, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Nero up the ropes. That shoulder block was never, ever in a million years ever going to work unless you shot him out of a cannon and handed him an anvil.
And there's someone in the front row who's enjoying it almost half as much as you are. That's incredible. Oh, but that was dreadful. And now a clubbing forearm again on War Machine. Oh, I'm doing it. I can't watch it. I can't watch it.
Bob Brown coming in the ring here. War Machine taking time to mouth off to the referee about the injustices of the match, but doing his partner no favors. Bob Brown staying on top of him, and Nero is in a world of trouble, and he has been for quite a period of time right now.
And Pitbull now, he's got him where he wants him. Whoa!
Slingshot!
Slingshot suplex. Well, War Machine almost got some shoe leather on him.
And you saw Bob Brown point at him, tell him he needs to get out of there. And for once, you don't often want to heed your opponent's advice, but for once, War Machine should listen to him. Look at all the trouble Nero's been in, and every time that Nero's been in a very, very bad spot and War Machine's got a slap across the face or someone said a word to him, emotions overcome him.
Sunset Flip didn't work out the way he wanted to, and Pitbull Bob Brown had him in a compromising position. And now he's got him up by the hair. I don't think Elvis McComas noticed it because he was trying to keep War Machine out.
And Nero a mere feet, a mere what, 3.5 feet maybe away from his partner?
And it might as well be a mile here in Baileysville tonight. Nero meets the bottom of Buddy Love's shoe. Never a pleasant experience to get a boot in the face, but when your face is rammed into it, it's even more degrading. What are they going to do? They're going to shoot him back into the corner.
And Buddy Love and Bob Brown working very well in tandem together.
Actually, it's been a while since I've seen them work this well. They're really flowing.
Well, they've got a lot to prove. Boris Dragoff dipping out on them the way that he did. Some people look at them as the guys left behind. They don't want to be viewed that way. They want Boris Dragoff to be viewed as the one that made the mistake. They don't want to be an afterthought. They're doing everything in their power to make sure they stay relevant beyond a shadow of a doubt.
That is a good examination of the situation. However, it doesn't amount to a hill of beans with Nero. He just wants to tag in the War Machine and get a breather. And now the abdominal stretch. Look at the... Bob Brown makes 2 of Nero, and now Nero has to support Bob Brown's weight while getting his...
Only 2.
Well, maybe more.
That kid weighs what, 48 pounds soaking wet, holding a backpack full of bricks?
Depends on the size of the backpack.
Touche.
Bob Brown stretching the rib cage, the diaphragm, the lungs, the abdominal lining. And wait a second, he's getting some help from 3BL.
Well, that does a lot of damage on everything. You're absolutely right about that, Dean. And what I'm interested in, particularly looking at the way that hold is being applied, is the arm of Nero. So much emphasis to damage on that deltoid, just reaching away from its point of origin. It's not meant to go that far back.
And now Elvis
not at that angle.
That's true. Elvis caught him just now, getting some help from Buddy Love. Now, Pitbull Bob Brown probably could have had a pin at that point, but he pulled Nero up.
Nothing wrong with a little help from your friends. You got a 5 count.
Worked for Joe Cocker. Oh, big kick to the stomach and a clubbing forearm blow by 3BL, the East Coast's largest athlete. Oh, that's not fair. Man, that's not fair. You see the confidence that he exuded?
Absolutely, and why not? He's in such a dominant position at the moment, and Nero has absorbed so much punishment. His back, his neck, his arms. There's not a part of that kid that doesn't hurt right now. If you can point one out, it's only a matter of time before Buddy Love and Bob Brown find it and take it apart. It's what they've been doing for about, what, the last 3-4 minutes of this thing?
Beautifully executed suplex by the Pitbull, and if you notice, that wasn't a pin cover, that was a choke.
Referee didn't catch it at first. It was almost a pin cover.
Yeah, true. Nice knee drop now by the Pitbull.
Nobody does it better. Not a very flashy guy, the Pitbull, but what he does in that ring, when he does it, it counts.
Yes, and he's smiling. He likes where they've got Nero, where they've kept Nero almost the entire match. Once he started tagging in, Pitbull Bob Brown started tagging Buddy Love in, they've kept a fresh man in.
Nero coming out here with so much heart. He exemplifies so much the heart of the young guys coming out here, the guys like Chris Malenko we saw in the opening match. You give them everything you got, and you think you can put them away because you've seen guys like them before in the past. You come out here and you hit them with a couple punches, use all your power. That doesn't work these days. These kids come at you with a lot of heart, and they've developed their own style. High flying has never been more popular in this business than it is today, and Nero exemplifies that, and he exemplifies the heart of the high flyers of our business.
I agree totally. If he had his wind, and he looks like he's firing up a second wind,
It looks like he got caught and thrown with the force of a wind called a tornado, and a tornado called Bob Brown.
But if he can stagger that tornado back down a couple of categories and he starts high flying himself, this game could change quickly. No tag. Oh no, but Buddy Love choking him out, and Pitbull now trying to get to the War Machine.
And the War Machine one more time overcome by emotion, and once again not doing his partner any favors. And you really have to understand where the guy's coming from. This is so frustrating, but he really does need to make use of his veteran knowledge and recognize, as much as he wants to help his partner out of this situation, walking in that ring without a tag in front of the referee is not the way to do it.
Nice hard clothesline by 3BL. And he's taunting a little bit of everybody on that side of the room, War Machine included. Good cover. Nero still has a little bit of game left in him. That was game, I said, game.
Nero could use a little bit more brains than heart. If he had a little bit more brains than heart, he may have allowed himself to be covered already. I mean, there's been plenty of opportunities.
Now see, again, 2 feet away. But it's an entire world, because look at him, he's cross-eyed. Buddy Love shoots him across, whips him off. Whoa, he rolls under a big foot, and here's your tag!
And now here comes the man who brings the boom, leveling away at Bob Brown and Buddy Love.
War Machine laying the fist to both men, big and find somebody to come out after him. He's got him. He's going to wreck him up. And, oh, they cut him off, Steven. Thumb to the eyes from Pitbull Bob Brown.
And here's tag team expertise from a team that's been together for a while, knows how to work as a team. They blocked that flurry of offense together, cut it off dead in its tracks. War Machine was unloading all the rounds from his... Whoa, Bob's got the chain.
This is not going to end pretty.
That's a DQ, Bob.
Does he care? Of course not.
I don't think so. Oh!
He took Buddy Love out.
No!
What is... Nero's up at the top. War Machine's in the middle.
Don't turn around, Bob. Go out of the ring.
Somebody needs to turn around and do something.
War Machine laying in wait. Bob turns around.
Oh, right across the bridge of the nose. Choke slam.
Here comes the boom. They've got him if they cover. Buddy, you need to get in there. It's all over. And do you believe in miracles, Dean Bibb?
Yes, indeed. I believe in miracles here tonight in Baileysville. The veteran and the protege knocking off Pitbull Bob Brown and Buddy Love. And guys, what a great moment for them.
I'm standing here backstage with the Reaper Matt Connard, the newest member of the Syndicate, who is said to be on to bigger and better things. And I have to wonder, Matt, what does this alignment mean for Ace Rockwell in his match against you tonight?
Ace Rockwell, glad you could join us today. See, Ace, by showing up today, you've given me the opportunity not only to show why I'm one of the top talents in this area, not only why the Syndicate chose me to join them, but Mr. Seven-Figure Deal, I get to show you and everyone here today why by showing up here today, you signed a check that your butt can't cash. You better fear the Reaper, because if you don't, it'll be the biggest mistake you ever made.
Now backstage with Ace Rockwell, one of the greats in NWA. Ace, one-on-one, Matt Connard, great match. But how do you plan to deal with the Syndicate and get that victory here in Baileysville, West Virginia tonight?
Great questions. But I've been asked one question since I lost my NWA Southern Heavyweight title. And that question, when's Ace Rockwell getting back on track? What better place than tonight? What better place than Baileysville, West Virginia? What better place than the Showcase Internet Pay-Per-View, Unleashed? Matt the Reaper Connard, tonight I'm taking you to school. Tonight I'm reaping the benefits of one of two things: tapping you out or pinning your shoulders straight to the mat. Get ready. It's going to be a long bus ride.
All right, Dean Bibb, it's go time here at NWA Mountain State Wrestling Unleashed. There's the man. I've said it a million times over. I'm going to say it one more time. That is my pick for the future of our business, the Reaper Matt Connard. And Matt Connard is riding a wave of momentum. He is joined up with the Syndicate, and that means the man on the outside there, Rich Quick, has his back, and that's an X Factor going into a high-profile contest today as he meets the former Southern Heavyweight Champion, Ace Rockwell.
The Seven-Figure Deal coming face-to-face with his part of the Syndicate in Reaper Matt Connard. It was again Ansted, West Virginia. Reaper Matt Connard had a title shot with the Canadian Lion, Lance Erickson. And at the end of the match, after he would not quit, after his arm was nearly dislocated, that arm was shaken in a hand of trust and friendship by the Canadian Lion with a welcome to the Syndicate.
Well, the Canadian Lion has an eye for talent, and if you want to see talent today, you're looking at the Reaper Matt Connard, one of the most talented individuals I've ever seen in this business.
We have yet to see if he will truly fit in with the Syndicate, but I tell you, he has all the marks of greatness. He has the stature, the speed, the power, the finesse, the skill, and the mental capacity to be a champion. And there is the 7-figure deal, Ace Rockwell. Former NWA Southern Heritage champion. We've seen him at the Ohio State Fair. Great competitor. And it's an honor to have him here in NWA Mountain State.
Ace Rockwell circling the ring. Very cautious of where he enters from. Very wise of him. Matt Conard, if he sees an opening, whether that bell is rung or not, he's going to take it.
Ace Rockwell now coming to the ring. And you notice, Rich Quick really hasn't spent much time in the ring with his men.
Well, he's a manager. He's not supposed to be in the ring for the match, is he?
Yeah, but a lot of them really enjoy the FaceTime. That's what I'm saying.
Well, he's not a lot of managers. He's the best.
Is he the future? We will wait and see.
You're darn skippy he is.
The gold standard Jacques Moliere bringing us into this, our third matchup of the evening on NWA Mountain State Unleashed from Baileysville. Both men engaging in a stare down. They're going to size each other. Oh, they're going to charge right in, aren't they?
Collar and elbow tie up.
But look at the legs. Look at the leg power. That's where your pushing strength is going to come from.
Both men in such incredible shape, Dean.
Matt Conard looking better than ever before. Ace Rockwell, fit, trim, tanned.
If you like hard-hitting contests in professional wrestling, ladies and gentlemen, consider this one our present to you.
Now, while Ace Rockwell was still the Southern Heavyweight Champion, the Southern Heritage Champion, he was scheduled to appear in Mount Hope, West Virginia for us and was not able to make it because of technical reasons with his automobile.
Scared of the Reaper.
Well, he was actually going up against Lance Erickson that night.
Scared of Lance Erickson.
Matt Conard backing Ace Rockwell into the corner.
Scared of the Syndicate. Who wouldn't be?
The Syndicate's gaining a lot of power. Dave Scott, we've already seen. Whoa, Ace Rockwell's going after Rich.
Hey,
Quick.
now what business does he have to go after? What business does he have to go after Rich? Really?
Depends on what Rich is saying.
It doesn't matter. He's a manager. He's not a combatant.
Sean Kelly issuing the formal count, which is at 5, and Ace Rockwell is in. Coming up next, tag team action. Can Corey Hollis and Drew Delight defeat your NWA Mountain State Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the Cult of Charisma, and maybe more importantly, can Ricky Shane's head, which seems permanently diluted with whatever Lance Erickson holds over him, can he stay with his partner long enough to hold them off? Ace Rockwell shoots the Reaper off. Takes a shoulder for his time, and the Reaper proud of himself. There's that confidence.
The Reaper very superbly confident in his abilities, but do not believe for one moment, despite the expression on his face right now, that he takes Ace Rockwell for granted.
He would be a fool to take Ace Rockwell for granted. Ace Rockwell has held board-certified National Wrestling Alliance titles, and that is what the Reaper Matt Conard wants. He wants the World Junior Heavyweight Championship, the modern-day hero, Kevin Douglas, in the ring, and he wants him in the ring now. And the best way to do it is to step up against national level competition like Ace Rockwell.
Matt Conard holding on to that side headlock, but Ace Rockwell, well, he was doing a very effective job of pushing him off. A couple shots to the abdomen. He's going to send him off the ropes. Ace Rockwell goes flat.
Oh, nice hip toss by the man from Chattanooga on the Reaper. Oh, and a slap in the face. Wow.
And Ace Rockwell is taking it to the Reaper, Matt Conard, and he stumped him outside, Dean.
Over the top rope even. And Rich Quick checking his man out against the rail. Sean Kelly issuing a count of 1 at this point and keeping Ace Rockwell back. Ace Rockwell capable and willing to bide his time, and Matt Connard very incensed at that maneuver.
Well, Ace Rockwell, he's no fool. He's not going out to the outside. He's not following right after the Reaper, Matt Connard. On the outside there's still the X Factor, Rich Quick, who hasn't been involved in the matches yet today. But if he sees his investment in trouble, he knows that he needs to protect his investment. There's no money behind losing.
As we find out more about Rich Quick from Brooklyn, New York, I'm sure that he's going to give himself, whoa, nice takedown now by Ace Rockwell. Nice, there's your mat grappling. And look at that, Connard goes straight to the rope.
Connard's no fool. Ace Rockwell is good. And he's got him tied up now. I've never seen this move before. I don't even know what to call this.
It looks like an inverted sharpshooter with all of Rockwell's weight on his neck. And he also has Matt Connard's weight on his neck, not to mention his legs, his lower back.
Well, if there's anyone who has the strength to pull off a submission maneuver as unique as this one, it's the Reaper, Matt Connard.
Did he learn that from the submission specialist, Dangerous Dave Scott, as Ace Rockwell gets the break? That hurt me looking at that.
Well, Dave Scott and Lance Erickson doing their best to bring out the best in Matt Connard, and it's showing today.
This is the flagship of the National Wrestling Alliance, NWA Mountain State Unleashed. Whoa, Connard goes over the top. Thanks to Rockwell. Rockwell plants.
Connard slowed his momentum though, but Rockwell over top.
Both men down. Rockwell doing a suicide cross-body block right here in front of the crowd. A young man looking like you 20 years ago, right there with his hands on the railing. Minus the criminal record.
That was much better looking.
Both men getting up to their base, they're up to their feet. Rockwell strikes first. Rich Quick cowering in the corner.
Talk about caution to the wind. That suicide crossbody by Ace Rockwell. There is limited space from that ring to that rail. He could have incurred an injury for himself there with one miscalculation, but that's how important tonight is. As you see Rich protecting his investment, grabbing a hold of the foot of Rockwell.
And now getting involved.
And that was all Matt Connard needed, was that one momentary distraction. He ran in there, boot to the head of Rockwell. He's got him cinched up now. Dean, he's going to make him pay.
Suplex. Whoa, he draped him over the top rope. Guys, that rope is steel and PVC. There's no giving that. It'll move, but it's not a polite thing at all.
And as you said earlier, when it was the other way around, Dean, within inches of this match being over, Rockwell was within inches of losing to the Reaper.
Yes. Now, it's all Rockwell can do to push the Reaper aside. Reaper takes the arm. Whoa! Rockwell ducks. We got torture rack position. He's going to spin him.
Beautiful fireman's carry. Whirling him around all the way.
And the do-si-do is over. Looks like both men are pooped out. Can Rockwell capitalize on this small amount of momentum? He can capitalize and take it home.
Or he can eat the boot of the Reaper, Matt Connard.
This is as hard-fought a match as I have ever seen. Rockwell trying to keep his position in the NWA rankings. Oh, look at that!
Rockwell out of nowhere.
Setting up for a sharpshooter.
He took the legs out from under him, and he's got him tied up. Almost dead center in the middle of the ring.
Rockwell needs this win to rankings. Connor wants this win to rise in the rankings.
And Connor makes it to the ropes.
But it took Rich Quick to do it.
I'm sorry, Dean, did he make it to the ropes? Did he make it to the ropes?
You know what? I'm
Yeah,
going to
he did.
say it. You just can't get Rich Quick.
You can't, he's that quick. Jack be nimble, but Rich be quick.
And Ace Rockwell be going to the top rope, high risk. Wow, did you see the lift that Connor got?
Connor more or less leaping through the air to catch Ace Rockwell there.
Ace Rockwell firing off and shoving the Reaper down. Who can capitalize?
Rockwell keeps a hold of him. He pulled the hair there though, Dean.
Is there enough to pull? He's putting shots in, and we got to wait a second.
Matt's
Wait a
got
second.
him. He's got him tied up. He's got him down. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So it's the Reaper with Rich Quick getting the win here in Baileysville tonight on Unleashed. And Rich Quick very happy.
And the Syndicate, Dean.
Hey, hold on a second.
Remember, people of Baileysville, Virginia, you will never, ever get Rich Quick.
Didn't I just say that? Well, Rockwell's coming out after him. I get the feeling Ace Rockwell will take any invitation to come back and face these two men that he can get his hands on. Oh, he wants to stick.
Baileysville, West Virginia. You didn't know me before tonight. I can accept that. But I hope you know me now. I gave you all I had. I hope I entertained you. Thank you very, very much for having me. Thank you.
Very, very professional. Ace Rockwell showing some professionalism here in Unleashed tonight.